Prime Minister Narendra Modi will hold a digital dialogue with tech enthusiasts in which he will talk about the Digital India initiative. Prime Minister invited tech enthusiasts to share their ideas and inputs on Digital India using hashtag Digital Dialogue, adding that he will answer some of the questions today. These questions can be shared on forums like Facebook, Twitter and LinkedIn using hashtag Digital Dialogue. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will embark on a 6-day tour of 5 Central Asian countries and Russia from Monday. Sharing his views on Facebook page regarding his upcoming visit, he expressed hopes that his upcoming visit will enhance ties with this region. Prime Minister's first visit will be to Uzbekistan, which is the most populous country in Central Asia. Union Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has said that the proposed goods and services tax will simplify the taxation system. He assured the trading community to save them from multiple authority taxation regime. Jaitley said that GST is aimed to avoid distortions in tax regime and will give every opportunity to traders and other stakeholders to make a voluntary compliance, which will result in widening of tax base. Foreigners intending to work in NGOs, carry out research work on human rights and environment issues will have to face stricter scrutiny of their visa applications in India. The move came after Home Ministry found that research visas given to professors, scholars and participants to do research work and attend research conferences are being allegedly misused by several foreigners in recent past. Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh has assured a fair probe into the death of TV Today journalist Akshay Singh, who was covering Vyapam scam in the state. Akshay Singh died on Saturday in mysterious circumstances when he went to conduct an interview of the father of Namrata Damor, a student of the Government Medical College, Indore, whose body was found under mysterious circumstances near a railway track in Ujjain district in 2012. Congress General Secretary Digvijay Singh raised questions over the death of the journalist and demanded that Akshay Singh's viscera samples to be sent to All India Institute of Medical Sciences in New Delhi. CBSE has decided to come out with a revised list of all India JEE main ranks on the 8th of this month. In a statement, CBSE said that this will put an end to the anxiety of students who were left out of the counselling process for admissions to IITs and NITs due to the tardiness of a few states to provide class 12 scores to it. Uttarakhand government has issued an alert in view of the Met Department warning of heavy rainfall in many parts of Uttarakhand, including Char Dham Yatra routes in the next 48 hours from this evening. All district magistrates have been asked to take all precautionary measures to ensure full safety of pilgrims along the Char Dham Yatra routes and take immediate decisions depending upon prevailing circumstances. Greece began voting in a referendum that presents the biggest challenge to the running of the euro since its adoption and risks sending shock waves through the world's financial markets. The nationwide ballot is taking place at the end of a week of unending drama that saw Greece close its banks, ration cash, fail to repay the IMF and lose billions of euros when its bailout program expired. The Islamic State group on Saturday released a video showing 25 Syrian government soldiers being executed by teenagers in the ancient amphitheater in the city of Palmyra. The video documented an execution that reportedly happened shortly after the jihadist group captured the city on 21st of May. Iraq said on Saturday that its army aviation force had destroyed a camp south of the capital Baghdad, used by militants of the Islamic State to carry out attacks against the holy Shiite city of Karbala and the capital Baghdad. In a statement, Iraqi Ministry of Defense said that Army Aviation Command had conducted a daring and a surprised airdrop at a camp of terrorists west of Al-Razaza area. The UN nuclear watchdog could issue a report on its investigation into past Iranian research suspected of being linked to nuclear weapons development by the end of the year if Tehran cooperates. IAEA Director General Yukia Amano on Saturday met Iranian President Hassan Rouhani and other top Iranian officials to discuss the stalled IAEA investigation into Tehran's past nuclear work. Tunisia has declared a state of emergency just over a week after 38 tourists, mainly Britons, died in an attack in the resort city of Sousse. The state of emergency gives security forces more powers and limits the right of public assembly. Authorities had already tightened security, deploying more than 1,400 armed officers at hotels and beaches. In Canada, multiple wildfires continue to burn across northern Saskatchewan, forcing evacuations of entire communities. 15 new fires sprung up on Friday, bringing the number of wildfires in the north of the province to 107. The blazes have forced 5,200 people to evacuate their homes in 20 communities threatened by the wildfires. It was double delight for Indian fans at the Wimbledon on Saturday as Leander Paes moved into the pre-quarterfinals with partner Daniel Nestor, and Sania Mirza also entered round 3 in the mixed doubles event. Paes and Nestor had to dig deep into their reserves to prevail over Yen Sun Lu and Teimuraz Gabashvili in the marathon men's doubles second-round match. In the mixed doubles draw, the second-seeded pair of Sania and Soz made short work of Janet Husarova and Andrei Begeman in the second-round encounter. Chile won the first major title, lifting Copa America Cup. In the final, the host Chile beat Argentina 4-1 in the penalty shootout. Goalkeeper Claudio Bravo made a save and striker Alexis Sanchez converted the winning penalty into a shootout after a 0-each draw.